with that rah-rah. We leave you dead on the cement. With the game, we ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, we don't play it all. OG was in the air, but we better run till we smoke it all. Wasn't on the front, boy, you better fall. We don't kill them dead, we don't kill them all. Might spend a 10 when I'm in the mall. I was on the bin with it in my drawer.
Hi guys, it's me, Demi, back with another video. I hope you guys like my backdrop, whatever you call it. Yeah, my mom got it for me. Shout out to mom for the support. But I hope you guys like it. Something new, I'm trying something different. But yeah. Oh, and my hair. I got passion twist done by this girl. I don't know if she want me to shout her name out on my channel, but I'll let you guys know if she wants to be, you know, out there, put out there. But yeah, she did my hair. This girl I met at work. She's really cool, by the way. I got this hair, I think it's called Water Wave, in the color 33. So it's like a light brown. You probably can't really tell on camera. But anyway, back to the video. So I wanted to come on here and just talk about, well, I want to do a story time slash part of my routine of what I do every week. And the story time will explain why I do what I do every week now. Okay, so getting into the story time. Back when, I think starting around when I was like 25, that was only a year ago. I'm acting like that was so long ago. But anyway, last year or the year before, I had some type of stomach thing going on, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. Like out of nowhere too. Like, I don't know. I didn't know at the time. My stomach was cramping one night. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just laying there, you know, sleeping. All of a sudden, my stomach started my stomach woke me up pretty much. Like it was in knots, and it was like cramping, and it was just like very painful. And then I started to feel nauseous after I woke up, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? So I'm like, I have to throw up, but I don't know if it's like for real throw up or for like play throw up. Like, you know, sometimes you feel like you're nauseous, but you might not actually throw up. I thought it was one of those times. Like, I was like, I'm probably not gonna throw up. It's just whatever. No, that's not what happened. I threw up. Like, I went to the bathroom to use it like normal, and I threw up when I was in there. And I was like, hey, just might as well just throw up while you're in there, right? Cool. So I threw up, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. So my stomach is hurting, I threw up. I'm like, maybe I ate something bad. But I'm thinking, like, because me and my boyfriend ate something the night before, he wasn't sick, and he was fine. So I'm like, I was like, babe, are you sick? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, just me, cool. So I was like, all right, that's weird. So then I got back in bed or whatever, and then I was like, okay, maybe that was just that one time. Sometimes you just throw up once and you're good. So maybe I'm like, maybe this is just one time. I just throw up once and I'm good. Cool. No. Stomach rumbling again. So I had to go back to the bathroom and go throw up again. I'm like, oh my God, what is the problem? I literally threw up like so many times that night. I can't even tell you how many times I threw up that night. And I couldn't explain why my stomach was cramping and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, what is the problem? And I'm like, I stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up at like 6 or 6:30 to be at work. So I'm like, there's no way I like didn't get any sleep at all, and I'm constantly throwing up. There's no way I can go to work. So I called out, missed the day at work, and I never miss work. Like, I hate not going to work. So I missed work, and I stayed in bed the whole day. I was throwing up still, and my boyfriend at the time, I think he went to go get me Pedialyte or something. I don't know. He went and got me stuff to make me feel better, I guess. I don't really remember what he bought. And then I think he bought like soup and stuff. But yeah, so I was still throwing up. I still had the other end. Like, I had both situations going on. So I was like, what the freak is going on? So I just was like, okay, this is weird. So I started looking up the symptoms, and I was like, my symptoms kind of match up with IBS a little bit, but I'm not sure. And if those those of you who don't know, IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. So it's when your intestines, small intestines, become very inflamed and irritated and make you feel sick, and it's very painful and makes you nauseous and so many other things. So I was just like, maybe I have IBS, but I'm not sure. And that was my first mark of my journey of self-diagnosing me, because the doctors didn't even know what the heck was wrong with me. And the situation died down a little bit, and I was like, okay, I think I feel better, I think it's good. And then I think a week later it came back, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? What the heck? At that point I started getting frustrated. So I'm like, dude, is this gonna be a recurring issue? Because if so, I'm gonna have to go to somebody and get some help. So I took my little self to the urgent care nearest my house. So I went there. They didn't know what was wrong with me. They made me do like a stool sample, and that's, I know, TMI, I'm sorry. They made me do that. They ran other tests on me. I think they drew my blood and all this other stuff. And they were like, oh, everything came back normal, you're fine, and da 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 da. We don't really know what's wrong with you. So I'm like, okay, that's not helping at all, but fine. So I've been sick for no reason. Cool. So they gave me some, I forgot what it's called, some medicine. This is Zolpram or something that they, Zopram, the medicine that helps you to not be so nauseous. So they gave me that, and Midol. I mean, not Midol. I said Midol. That's for period cramps. I forgot what the other stuff is called. Imodium. I think they gave me Imodium. So Imodium and nausea medicine to help with that, so I won't have the other end coming out, and I won't be feeling sick and nauseous all day. And I think they gave me something else, but I don't remember what it was. I think antibiotics. Yeah, it was antibiotics. So they gave me all 3 of those. I took those. I started to feel okay. They gave me some suggestions of what I should eat to feel better, like the brat diet. So it's like, I think that's like bananas, rice, applesauce, toast, I think. So they put me on the brat diet, whatever that was. Like, I feel like that didn't really help much, but whatever. So I did that. Actually made my stomach feel a little bit better. My stomach was very weak, but whatever. So I ate the brat diet for like a few days, and I started to feel better after taking medicine and all that stuff. And I had to take a lot of probiotics and prebiotics to make my gut go back to normal and have an equilibrium, I guess. So I felt better for a second, and then got sick again, guys. Got sick again. I don't remember how far down the timeline it was, but I got sick again. Same exact symptoms. This time it was worse because I was throwing up a lot more often, and like I had like both ends at the same time. Like it was both ends at the same. It was bad. It was really bad, and my stomach was cramping really bad, and it was just a mess. So this time, since I was feeling worse, I actually took it upon myself to go to the ER because I was too sick to drive myself. The last time I got sick, I was okay to the point where I could just go and be fine by myself. But at the time I was sick, I had my boyfriend at the time to take me to the ER. He took me to the ER. We got there, and they were basically did the same thing, ran the same tests or similar tests. And they were like, we don't know what's wrong with you. I'm like, this is the ER. Like, y'all don't know what's wrong. Like, come on. Like, y'all have to do something else. Like, it was like, well, we can refer you to this doctor, and he or she can do a gastrointestinal, like a scope type of thing where we can go up there and look. I'm like, so you're trying to go in my booty hole? No, you're not going in my booty hole. That's not happening. Okay, that's not happening. You guys need to tell me what the heck is wrong with me. Like, they were like, we can't really tell you what's wrong with you until we do the endoscopy. I think that's what endoscopy test. I think that's what it was. So I was just like, oh my god, fine, I will do it. But I never did it though. But I was like, fine, whatever. I took the little stupid referral and I left. I was at that ER for 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe 5. I don't know. For them to tell me they didn't know what the heck was wrong, I was annoyed. But it's fine. So then, after that, I felt better. And it took me a while to feel better. It took me like a week to get my stomach back to normal, to be able to eat normal food again. And after a while, I thought about like why I had these symptoms and why it's basically the same thing as IBS symptoms. I'm like, I feel like I have IBS. The doctors don't know what the heck is wrong with me. I'm gonna tell me what's wrong with me, and I think I have IBS. So I was like, okay, looking up ways to like combat IBS and to keep the flare-ups from happening. And I didn't know IBS actually was common in young adult women. So that explains why I had the little gut issue going on, which sucks, but it's fine. So I'm managing it by making smoothies. I make smoothies about 4 times a week, sometimes 5, depends on how much energy I have to do it. Sometimes I get a little lazy, but I'm gonna show y'all how I make my smoothies in a second. But I just want to come on here and show you why I make the smoothies. Like, I had so many health issues, like with my gut, like just trying to get it to just be normal and act right, and just I don't want to feel sick all the time. And like eating terrible foods actually is the #1 cause of like irritating the IBS and making it flare up. And you don't want to make that crap flare up, because when it flares up, honey, you missing work. Okay, you're gonna be throwing up, your stomach gonna be cramping, you're gonna be nauseous, you're gonna be able to walk sometimes because you're gonna be so weak from throwing up that you're just not gonna have no energy to do anything. I couldn't even get out the bed. It was terrible. So I was like, okay, what can I do to make it better? So I was like, smoothies. Smoothies is my only way to get all the nutrients I can into one sitting without feeling like I'm trying to inhale all these foods I don't really want to eat for real. And like spinach and kale and all that stuff, I don't want to sit there and eat that stuff. So I just put it in a smoothie. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my smoothie and what I put in it, and like the basic ingredients of what I put in it all the time, and plus like the different fruits and whatever I put in there to make it taste good. And yeah, that is my story of how I found out I had IBS and what I do to combat the symptoms of IBS. So if you guys have IBS, or if you think you have IBS, try the smoothie method. I feel like it'll help you a lot. You'll feel, or you don't even have to make smoothies. You can just eat healthier, just eat a better diet. As long as you're incorporating nutrients in your good nutrients in your diet and eating healthier, making smarter choices about what you put in your body. And also, like, you don't have to eat super healthy every single day, because it's not going to irritate your IBS unless you have a severe case. But if you have IBS and if you think you have IBS, eating healthier, so like maybe like eating healthy 4 times a week, and the other 2 days, or other 3 days, you eat whatever you want. Because that's what I do. I kind of balance it out. Like, I eat some stuff that I want and some stuff that I should be eating, so that way I don't cause a flare up with my IBS. So I'm going to show you guys really quick how I make my smoothies. All right, be right back.